Hey everybody, welcome to Level Grinding Day 70. Robo and I are out again, still taking care of the car. So what is our actual problem that we have going on? Well, we have a check engine light that's going off, and it's giving us, we have an OBD sensor reader, and so it's giving us a P420 code, and basically that means there's something up with the catalyst system. Now, the catalyst system is something that takes your exhaust and cleans it up before it spits it out the tailpipe so that you're not putting all of this junk into the air. It's nicknamed a CAT code because often it has something to do with the catalytic converter, the thing that actually does this process. But because it's a 420 code, it's kind of like this general all-purpose thing. That means it could be anywhere in the system, from an OBD sensor to the catalytic converter to something else. And so, yeah, we have to get that fixed because in Colorado we are required to have an emissions test in order to get our car registered, and that is coming up in January. And so this is a critical component of what we need to get done, and so we are at the auto parts store to get this finished. And why do I know all of this crap about my car? Well, because I like fixing my car. Robo and I like to repair our car together, and it's actually something that I feel very strongly about. If you're a woman and you don't know how to fix your car, you don't know how to do basic things like brakes, oil changes, spark plugs, you need to learn how to do it. Seriously. I'll talk about that probably in a future video sometime, but that is why I know a lot about my car, because we do a lot of repairs together.
Hi. Hi. What can I do for you?
All right, so we dropped the car off. It's just sitting, right over there. Basically, they have the key. They're going to check everything out. And so Robo and I get to hang out. But rather than waste time and just wait around here at the auto body shop, which we could do, we're actually going to walk across the street and go to, of all things, our favorite thrift store. Robo is in need of new pants. He's currently blown a hole in the knee on his only good pair that he has left. And so we are going to go to the thrift store. Now, this is something that some people don't always understand, like, Robo and I are not poor by any stretch of the imagination, not anymore. We were homeless before, but not now. So why do we still shop at thrift stores? Well, because it's a great way to save money, and when you're trying to live in an expensive city, there's really no reason to have to keep buying brand new clothes, because there's plenty of clothes that are sitting available and ready in thrift stores.
Adventures with you are fun, but car adventures always suck.
Right away.
That doesn't mean people stop.
No.
That's true, I don't have my coat's like a 80s version.
Right?
Trying things. Trying to see how many of these don't fit.
At a thrift store, pretty high likelihood that something won't.
All of them.
Okay, I gotta admit, it's really dangerous for me to be in a thrift store because I find stuff all the time now. I mean, it's one of those, like, I don't need anything, but they just have good stuff. And for really good prices. Like, we came here for Robo's pants, but I found these really cute stripy shirts. I love striped shirts. They're just awesome, and oh dear, I don't need anything. I really don't need anything. I love thrift store shopping. It's the fun of the hunt. Robo.
Yeah.
Either that's a lot of pants or we spent more money than we were supposed to.
We probably spent more money than we were supposed to, but I have big poofy ski pants now, so I can stay warm when I go snowboarding.
Yay.
So, that's what a lot of the size is. I have 2 pairs of pants and a pair of ski pants.
And I have 3 shirts. Yeah, I know. You can't take me thrift store shopping. I find way too many good things. It's dangerous for my budget.
6.
All right, so we are at the emissions testing center. Did we get our car fixed?
No.
Well, yeah, exactly. We don't know. So
No, we didn't know. We did not get our car fixed.
We did not get the car fixed. Apparently, what the mechanic said was that because of the age of our car, we might actually pass our emissions test, and we may not need to get our catalytic converter checked out or our oxygen sensors replaced right now. It has to do with the age of the car and how they built it back then, all that wonderful stuff. So we're gonna go see if we can pass. If we can, then we'll be able to get our car out the door, get the paperwork finished for January, and work on solving the check engine light problem later, which will be really nice for my pocketbook. But if not, we have 10 days to go get it fixed and figured out, and the worst thing that can happen is that our car doesn't pass at all between now and when our car is due, and Robo will have to take the bus to work, which is not a problem because it's only 4 miles away. Like, we can perfectly survive while we figure this out. So,
The best part
yeah?
is that we got back in the car after the mechanic, and the check engine light is off.
Yeah, go figure. It's like when you go to the hospital because you don't feel good, and then they diagnose you, and you're like, why did you come here? You don't need to be here. Yeah, pretty much. The only nice thing is that we didn't have to pay for the engine light to go off, so... Plus... Alrighty, that's it. We got it done. And did it pass?
It did.
Yay! Yay! One major thing off of my to-do list. Fantastic. Oh, yay. Having a big thing off of the to-do list and not having to worry about paying for a catalytic converter right now is fantastic. One, because I don't have to worry about my car being in the shop, and two, I don't have to worry about a really big expense on my pocketbook. Having just paid for tires, that's really a nice thing. So we are home, we're gonna grab some really late lunch, and then I'm gonna look at my to-do list and see what else I need to do. The reality is that I do have a few business tasks to take care of this week. I know, I'm supposed to be off and be all in right here. The thing is, I have a client that I need to get an invoice to. His final client actually liked the work that I did. That's his back to the subtitling project from a couple weeks ago. So that's great. I gotta get him my invoice so we can all get paid. Yay, getting paid. That's a lovely thing. And then I have another client as well that just got back to me with review notes, so I have another invoice probably to prepare. So this is what I call maintenance. It's something I try very hard not to do because I want to be present and be all here and let people know what's going on. You know, and it's when I tell people like, hey, I'm not going to be available until, I like to not be available until. But in terms of the invoicing, that's kind of important. It allows my end client to keep going, and I like him a lot. He's great, and he doesn't bug me all the time, so I want to get that to him and be nice. But yeah, that's on my to-do list. And the other thing that I need to do is take a look at my 12-week year. Now, normally I would do this on a Monday. Today's Wednesday. But because this is week 13, I'm not on my normal rigorous schedule. I don't have my little checklist thing that I normally do, and you know, being really meticulous about it, which is nice, but I also want to take advantage of looking at that and start compiling all the data from the last 12 weeks, because that's going to set the stage and help me prepare for my next 12-week year, which is going to start week 1 in January. Yes, it's a walk back to the postal center. Gonna get this package mailed out for my niece, get another thing knocked off the to-do list. Yay, I like when I'm able to do this and just chunk away at tasks. And, you know, you try to do it at work. Sometimes it's just really nice to be able to do it at home, too. My invoice is off to my client. That's lovely. This is the email that I just sent him. So we are good from there. And my mentor just got back to me on some of the information from the lag and lead indicator list that I sent him last week. So I'm going to dive into this because that's going to influence my 12-week year stuff that I am starting to work on. Oh, we're taking the dog for a quick walk outside because it's nighttime. Needs to do that. I got my work stuff done that I needed to do. Took a look at my year 6 for my 12-week year. My mentor gave me some really good feedback on my lag and lead indicators that I was putting together last week. Just really confirming the direction that I was going in and kind of also saying, hey, like, you've already got a lot of this stuff grouped together. It's good stuff. This is all going to lead into each other, and so this is all really good ideas. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to get that programmed into my sheet and start prepping that for the beginning of next week. It's not super critical. I don't have to do it tonight. So right now, Robo and I are having some fun playing video games before I have a phone call with a friend of mine back in North Carolina. She's having some tummy issues, and being a celiac myself, it's one of those things that people pick my brain about all the time, like, hey, I'm not feeling good, what do you think this might be? And so we're recognizing that she's having a real issue reacting to gluten, and so we're going to help get her some better foods to eat to help settle her tummy up for the next couple weeks until she goes and sees her nutritionist. So that's on my to-do list for the evening, and yeah, right now we're just taking the dog out for a run. Hey Munchkin, you done? So I got off the phone with my friend Hallie, just trying to give her resources and encouragement about the possibility of needing to go gluten-free. She's been trying to do this for a little bit, was doing the Whole30 diet for a while, and now just needs some more further input and stuff, just dealing with some of the things that can happen when you eliminate foods from your diet and then you put them back in and they start behaving really weirdly in your system. So I'm really glad that I was able to have that phone call with her, because I know what it's like to go through not knowing what the heck your tummy's doing. That's how I grew up. When I went gluten-free, it was the same thing. So I'm always glad when I'm able to help a friend out. And which, by the way, if you ever have questions about going gluten-free, find my email, message me. I'll gladly answer what I can for you. So this is going to be the end of day 70 for right now. I gotta go clean up some dishes, go wash my rice bowl, get ready for tomorrow. Robo and I got a lot of stuff done today. A really big thing that got done was getting our car emissions passed. So yay, that has been sent off to the Colorado DMV, so that's going to be done. We literally sat down tonight and took a look at our to-do list and discovered that out of all the things that we set out to do this week, yesterday, we have all but 4 done. And that feels really, really good. So tomorrow we're probably going to tackle going through one of our closets that we've been needing to go through. This is kind of a continuation of the room cleaning that we did a couple weeks ago, where we tore apart our entire bedroom and went through stuff. So we're going to be doing that and just, going through the process of eliminating stuff, eliminating things that we don't need, going through those closets where we say, hey, I kind of forgot what I put in there, and maybe that's not a good thing. Because the more that you forget, the more that you're not going to use something, you're either going to have to rebuy it, or it's something you're just lugging around that you really don't need anymore. So we're going to do that. I'm really looking forward to it. And of course, you'll be coming along. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you have a question or a comment, make sure to leave them in the comments below. And if you've not yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Oh, and by the way, I did this really, really cool thing today. I decided to go into my YouTube analytics and figure out for how many hours you guys have been watching. And I did the math, and you all have been watching my channel for a grand total of 224 hours worth of time. Guys, that means so much to me. Thank you for spending that kind of time with me every single day, of watching my videos, of giving me input, of saying, hey, hello, these are what's going on, asking me questions. It really means a lot to know that all of you have given me 224 hours of your time is amazing. So I wanted to say thank you. I thought that number was really cool today, and I wanted to share it with you. So I'll see you all here tomorrow for day 71. See you later.